A blessed day to you, all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to another video. Thank you guys for clicking on this one. All right, my peeps. So a couple of things I want to talk to you guys about. So after the test series, I was able to give you the interview that was done by the interim head coach Andre Coley, but I did not get a chance to touch on the interview that was done by our Captain Craig Brathwaite. He had quite a few things to say. I am sure that most of you guys probably will not agree with everything that he's saying. So we're going to go through that interview. Plus, we're going to take a look at a couple of track and field athletes. You know, the young lady there from St. Lucia, Julian Alfred. She's doing extremely well, you know, at the collegiate level. So we're going to take a look at her latest record-breaking performance. We also have our own Akira Nugent, who was also in scintillating form as she was able to get another record in her pet event, which is the hurdle. So those are the couple of stories that I'm going to be sharing with you guys in this one. Just make sure you watch until the end so you can get all the information. And if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please go right ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, so we're going to kick things off with our captain, Craig Brathwaite. And I am taking this one from the Jamaica Observer. Now, Craig Brathwaite, usually after we lose a series, you know, he's always coming out and giving his interview. And more often than not, his interviews lead towards him saying that it's more of a mental thing than anything else. I'm not even too sure if that is the case. You know, mentally we need to be tougher, mentally we need to be sound, yes. But I am starting to wonder if technically, you know, if our technique is not as good as it should be. You understand? I am thinking that it's not only mental. I mean, you need to be mentally sound and tough to go out there and fight and to dig out and to grind out a win, yes. But if you are not technically there, your mentality is gonna you know, allow you to fight as best as possible and not give up. But it can take you so far and no more. Anyways, let us hear what the captain had to say. So this is Brathwaite. It's only mental. He says test cricket is always a grind. You feel a lot of overs, and then as batsman you go out and obviously face world-class bowling. It will never be easy, but I think that belief has to come within. Belief has to come within. We can only say, I can say it, the coach can say it, but when we get out there on the crease, we have got to do it. And yeah, you hit the nail on the head. You can say that I can do it and the coach can say we can do it, yes. But when you go out there, you have to do it. And that is where the capability comes in. Are they capable enough to do it? Are they capable enough to do it consistently at that level? You understand? Because you might be able to do it every now and again, but being world class, he said it himself, we have to go out there and face world class bowling. Are we world class batsmen? That is the question. So if we consistently have to face world class bowling, are we going to produce if we are not producing world-class batting? I don't know, I'm just asking some question. He went on to say, and I quote, we have done it before. It's not to say we haven't done it. We have done well against England at home and in England. Against Australia, we didn't get the runs that we would like and coming here again. Against Zimbabwe, we did well, but that's different opposition. I think when we are up against top bowlers in the world, we have got to show that we are top batsmen, and we haven't done that. Man says that going up against Zimbabwe, that's a different opposition. But when we're up against top bowlers, we have got to show that we are top batsmen. Then that is a problem, Captain. You just said it on your own. When they go up against Zimbabwe and those teams, we show it. I mean, playing against England is always a different, is always a different thing. At home, we usually beat them. We do well in England every now and again. But it just goes to show that you know, if we can consistently put on world-class performance against these teams, and it just goes to show that we are not world-class, you understand? Now, in terms of the runs, just to remind you, I hear people saying that Blackwood and these guys need to be thrown away. I am not saying that I am satisfied with his performance, because I always say that as a specialist batsman in the team, you need to be outscoring everybody else. You need to be scoring centuries. You understand? So, the only batsman in this series to have crossed over 100, we had Vice Captain Jermaine Blackwood, who top scored with 126. Jason Holler with 116. Then we had Kyle Mears with 54, Rastan Chase with 50, and Brathwaite with 46. Nobody else really did much. You understand? As I said, Alzari Joseph was up there with Rabada in terms of the most wickets. Brathwaite also went on to say, and I quote, "Looking back, the bowlers got 40 wickets in the series." You understand? That's a good accomplishment coming back from Australia. That's a good accomplishment coming back from Australia. You know, he went on to say, batting wise, we weren't good enough. We didn't score enough runs. As simple as that. It was obviously a very good attack, and once again, away from home, we haven't scored runs. End quote. I agree. It was obviously a very good attack, and you need obviously good batsmen to score against these guys. You understand? You need people that are going to consistently bat well to score against these guys. So that is what your captain had to say at the end of the series. Not blaming the conditions much, not doing much blaming outside of saying that the guys are not good enough. You understand? That's basically, that's how I would put it. That is how I would put it. Anyways, let me finish off with a little bit of track and field news. So there's this sensation from St. Lucia, hope I'm pronouncing her first name correctly, Julian Alfred. You know, she actually capped an incredible season yesterday with a record-breaking run win in the 200 meter. Actually won the title. You understand? So I'm taking this one from Sportsmax. Let me give you what they are saying. They are saying St. Lucia's Alfred capped an incredible season at the NCAA Division Indoor Championship on Saturday, when she clocked the second fastest time in history to win gold in the 200 meter. You understand? So that is good. That is good. They said that the 21-year-old Longhorn senior clocked 22.01 while holding off the race favorite from LSU, who ran 22.20. So Alfred, as I said, she's doing well. You know, a couple of people have mentioned her on this platform before. So it's good when we see our Caribbean people, you know, stepping it up and doing their thing. Also, we have another Caribbean athlete. We're talking about Akira Nugent. She actually won the sprint title of in the hurdles after running a world leading time. You understand? She's saying that she showed up when it mattered most. So they are saying Akira Nugent, in her first season with Arkansas, after transferring from her previous school, justified the move after she ran a world leading time in the 60 meter hurdles, and then followed up by winning a national title as the NCAA Division 1 Indoor Championships in Albuquerque in New Mexico. She actually ran a personal best of 7.72 to win the preliminary heat, and then she sped to victory in 7.73 in the over the pre-race favorite. So a couple of young ladies doing extremely well there. So we're going to continue to monitor their progress as the main things come up, you know, things like World Championship and Olympics and things, you know. So yeah, that is basically it for this one, my peeps. We're going to leave it right there for now. Sports to the bone. Big up on yourself.